with a bit of reflection, Cambridge did manage to get a few chances in that game, but are you happy with the performance, even if you take away the fact that you won the game?
Yeah. I thought first, I think the fact they've changed their shape tells you that's a compliment to us, what our home form has been like. They had a couple of chances in the first 10 minutes, but other than that, Scott's made a couple of saves, but that's his job. That's why you have a goalkeeper. You know, their keeper's made a few good saves as well. So break it down, clean sheet, good opportunities. It's sort of a double-edged sword really, because Rakesh would have got off the mark, which would have been good for him. Billy could have got off the mark. So there's lots of if, buts and maybes, but ultimately clean sheet and a win is good no matter what.
So speaking of Billy there, with a player who is struggling to get the goals and they have an opportunity like that and they miss it, what do you say to them in that situation? Because I know he's an upbeat lad anyway. But what do you do? What do you do with him?
No, we just told him he doesn't need to put that extra pressure on himself. It's about what happens with the 11 the 11 that are on the pitch at any one time. So that's where the lads that aren't in the team, aren't in the squad. It's always about that 11 for that moment. So he's done his job. He's done brilliant to set up the second goal along with Jacob. He's done brilliant to win the penalty. So he's done his job. I understand. Well, I don't understand because I'm not a centre forward, but he wanted to get off the mark. But there's no pressure from us. Like I said, you keep delivering performances that we'll take that all day, and the goals will come.
Because actually, even if your strikers aren't scoring, those two that you had starting at the weekend, the rest of your team are filling in for them, aren't they, as well?
Well, yeah, but they've only just come in. It's not like Billy's gone 15 games without a goal, and the same with Rakesh. Yeah. Rakesh came on, he had a one-on-one on his first game. We didn't turn up in his second game. Didn't use the ball very well against Grimsby. It was more of a solid, gritty performance, and he should have got off the mark the other day. So yes, you always want more, but it's not. They shouldn't be lacking confidence because they've gone on a massive barren run of no goals.
What I'm saying though is that they look like quite a together team. They look very well linked up between.
I think that's been the case all season. I reflect back to the Notts County game a lot, because that's the one game that if we'd have lost that game, we'd have been 6 points adrift in the bottom two. But even at those moments when we were scrambling, looking to try and find something, the group as a whole was good. It didn't become toxic. It didn't become infighting and people bitching and moaning, because I think they all knew that they weren't delivering as much what they should have been doing. So it was all in together. And I've said all along, good, bad, indifferent, the group has been together. Now sometimes two together, if that makes sense, not enough conflict, not enough demand from each other, which I think is getting better in the group as well. So no, but they've just come into it as well. So they'll probably put pressure on themselves, but there is no pressure from the deliver performances, run around, and then things will drop.
Okay. Jacob Maddox looked pretty bright this week. We know he's got a good amount of talent, but he looked like he was sustaining it through the game this week.
Yeah, well, it's been the challenge for Jacob since I've been here, really. Funny thing is, we actually had him in this week and shown him clips of him and a couple of other people, because he can be more positive in his play. He can look forward and look to play 1-2s off people, face forward more, drive at people, and it's up to him to take it on and deliver the performance, and he did. And the feat that he showed, the break when he's ghosted past 4 people for the break of the second penalty, but he did that a couple of times in the second half, and that's what we want him in the team for. The challenge is, he's a young lad. Can you do it every week? That's the tough bit. He does get identified as a threat, so people do try and nullify him, but they're all challenges that he needs to, and we need to help him with, and he needs to take the challenge on and deliver performance like he did, because I thought he was excellent, Jacob.
You'd say though, wouldn't you, that he is becoming a bit more consistent and generally getting more good performance in each game? The period that he's good is getting longer.
He's not had it all his own way. He's had a bit of an injury, and he sort of wasn't quite sure how to manage that, and then he's been left out of the team a couple of times. And he's responded well. To be fair, every time he's come out of the team, he's come back well. So that's what you want. It's not about one player. It's not about just 11 players. They all need to push each other and help each other. And Jacob's just one of a number that's been doing that well.
With 13 games left, you've got a 9-point cushion. I'm sensing I know what you're going to say. But at what point do you start? At what point do you start? Do you stop looking backwards and think, how high can we get?
Don't till we're safe. There's no point. We've been in this position twice before already. Well, 8 points, and lost the next 2. But that wasn't because we took our eye off the ball either. The players are fully aware of where we are. The table's almost sort of separated into like a bottom third of the table now. So we need to finish as high as we can in that. But my remit since I've been here is to stay up, and that is still the remit because we're not safe yet. It's in our hands, which is the good thing. It's up to us where we finish. But and it's not just just rolling out the same old lines. It's what I believe in. I don't believe we work hard every day, win, lose or draw on a Saturday. The players know they come in, they get the Sundays off. But when they are in, they're expected to work hard. You don't just go through the motions. So that's why I think I got asked last week whether the players were in because we lost a game. No, because they need the mental break, they need the physical break. But they know that when they are in, they're expected to work hard.
Is there though at all an argument that if you are kind of looking forwards as opposed to looking backwards, there is more positivity in the team, or does it not work like that?
We're a positive group. There's no negativity in the group. We need to keep winning games to finish as high as we can. But if you're winning games, you're not looking behind your shoulder. So it's a weird one because people think, oh, you're being negative. I'm not being negative at all. We go into every game trying to win the game. We're positive in the week. And it's because we want to go and win that game of football. But the bigger picture thinking is, the main remit is to stay up. I think the way we play, I think we don't go into games with, right, we'll put 10 men behind the ball, we'll try and bank in, we'll try and pinch a 1-0. I don't think that's the way we play at all. It doesn't suit the players, doesn't suit the system. So when we do play, we do try and play positive football and move the ball around because it's what we do well.
I know you say every game is worth the same. Port Vale, though, obviously their results sort of went your way in a way, so they can't possibly overtake you in the game this weekend. Even if you think every game is worth the same, it must feel nice to know that you're going into the game there and you can't lose that place.
I'm not really thinking, what if we lose? Like I said on Tuesday night. I said to the players, worst case scenario, every other team could have won on Tuesday and we could have lost. And we'd have still been 5 points out of the relegation zone, which I'd have taken 3 months ago. So that's the positivity of that is, well, on the flip side, go and win the game and make the gap bigger. And it's the same challenge on Saturday, another home game, a team in and around this league, this mini sort of league that's developed. So it's go and beat them, put a bigger gap between them, put a bigger gap between the bottom 2, because that's what we are ultimately trying to get away from those 2, whoever they are.
Port Vale haven't won in over a month, I think, and your home form's looking pretty good, so the signs are all right, aren't they?
It's that easy. No, because if it was like that, we wouldn't win a game all season, especially when I first came in. So it will be. I think they changed their shape. Well, they did change their shape after about an hour, 65 minutes of the day. So they've been playing a 3, but they looked a real threat in the last half an hour on Tuesday night against Tranmere when they went back to a 4-4-2. So we'll have to prepare for both because they've been playing the one formation, but they looked good with another one. So we'll need to prepare for both. They are people like Tom Pope in the team. If they're putting crosses in the box, he's as good as anyone attacking the ball. So we'll need to cope physically with not just him but with them, and it's about imposing our style of play on them. Like I think after 10 minutes we did against Cambridge.
Do you have an update on Luke Varney?
Reg, I'm not sure he's going to be fit. Tyrone, hoping he's going to train today. Jordan Tilson, not quite. He's another one who's they're not serious. It's just touch and go. Johnny Mullins has come through the reserve game, which is pleasing. He only played an hour, but he played 90 minutes a couple of weeks ago and reacted. I don't think he's reacted yet, so that's a positive. I think that's it.